Not the young adulthood.
Wow,
Yeah.
I want to see a Steel Samurai 1 through 2.
You could quit being a spirit medium and take up guard duty.
Not a bad idea.
Alright. Let's see. Let's press on when she was at the gate until 5.
Okay.
Hold it! So you were watching there the whole time? No breaks? Not even a second?
Of course. I am a professional, you know. Or are you criticizing how I do my job, whippersnapper?
No, it's just after seeing you eating those donuts in the guard station yesterday.
I can watch the gate and eat donuts at the same time. Snipper whapper.
Snipper Whapper? Old Windbag is losing it, Nick.
Why don't you raise an objection? So the witness was on duty through the afternoon the whole time. Very well. What did you see? Okay, a certain man. Let's press on a certain man walked right by me at 2 p.m.
Okay.
Hold it! 2? You're sure?
Sure as fit.
I don't understand that. Well, who was the man?
Really, you should try not to get so excited at your age. You might strain something.
Har har.
Har, har.
Har.
Now, don't get your skivvies all in a bunch.
Skivvies.
I'll tell you who it was.
It was not Powers. Press on the... It was Powers.
Okay.
Powers, baby. So you saw Mr. Powers?
That's what I said. Got wax in your ears, Sonny?
Nick, this is your chance.
Yeah, time to pull out the secret weapon.
I'll say it again. It was him.
Okay, we present...
What do we present?
What do we have? Not the
The
spear.
picture.
The picture.
Yeah.
Because it's impossible. Oops,
Is
why
it?
am I checking it? Because the camera is not in front of there, so... Yeah.
Alright.
Present. Objection! Let me get this straight, old bag, Miss Old Bag. You've been saying since yesterday that you saw Mr. Powers, correct? But you're talking about the man in this photo, aren't you? Just a moment, Mr. Wright. Let me see that photo. What is this exactly? None other than the Steel Samurai, defender of Neo Tokyo.
You learned.
Got it.
Ms. Oldbag, is this the Mr. Powers that you saw?
Of course, didn't your mama teach you any sense, Sonny? Anyone can plainly see that's Powers, right?
Yeah. Well, I wonder.
True, Mr. Powers does play the role of the Steel Samurai. But that doesn't mean Mr. Powers is the Steel Samurai. Oh my god, those teeth.
I know I wasn't born yesterday.
No one in this court is accusing you of that, Ms. Witness.
Har, har.
He's having trouble calling her old bag, apparently. However, you do not have proof that the person in this photo is Mr. Will Powers, do you?
Nosy old man.
Ooh.
Of course I have proof.
What?
Huh?
Even Edgeworth is surprised?
The prosecution would like to ask the witness. Please make known all the information in your possession ahead of time.
How was I to know everyone would be nosy? You should be ashamed. All of you. Anyway, I showed the photo to the young detective. He told me this isn't any good as evidence, pal. He didn't even give it a second look.
Wow, old Windbag has left even Edgeworth speechless. She's good. Let's hear about your proof then.
New testimony.
New testimony.
I never said anything I don't mean, mind you. That morning during the run-through of the action scene, I saw Powers trip and fall. He broke one of the props. It was a big mess. Apparently, he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Now look at the picture. You can see he's dragging his leg. See? Clear as day. That's how I knew it was Powers. Happy?
So he had sprained his ankle? Very well. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. She's gotta be hiding something. I'll press her until she squeals. That's a weird way to say it.
Done.
Well, first of all, har har. Second, it says something that even Gumshoe could see. There's that one.
I never say anything I don't mind, you.
That Marine? No, we don't need that one. Saw Powers trip and fall. Let's see how he fell. Press.
Okay.
Trip and fall?
Yes, and to think he's supposed to be the still samurai. What a laugh. So Powers sprained his ankle. I helped make it better for him, of course.
You... Stop!
The best session ever.
You helped make it better?
It's doing it on purpose. These translators,
Oh,
they're doing this on purpose.
oh my god.
Oh dear.
I kissed it where it hurt.
Spirited youth.
Let's just skip over that part, shall we? Where was the assistant then?
Oh, her. She was cleaning up backdrops, I think. She didn't know about Powers' ankle.
You may continue your testimony.
Okay, if he fell, he's probably breaking his ankle sprained. Let's press on. You can see he's dragging his leg. Hold it! Are you absolutely sure? Taking a look at that picture again. So he was walking strangely because he was injured. Does look like he was dragging his foot.
See, and you didn't trust me, whippersnapper.
I can't get over that. I kissed it where it hurt. I clicked through everything. There's a line for you, Kento.
Well, Nick, are there any glaring contradictions?
Well, she seems pretty sure that it was Powers in the photo. I guess I'll just press her and see if I can shake her conviction. So.
Could you like press and see like which ankle it was he hurt?
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Let's see, where's that?
Hang on, what prop did he break?
Apparently a spear, but that makes sense too.
What should we press?
Let's press on the prop first. He
for-
broke one of the props and it was a big mess. Hold it! He broke a prop?
Sure did. His own samurai spear.
Oh, his samurai spear? The murder weapon?
Luckily, I was there with my duct tape to fix it.
This strikes me as a significant detail. I better write this down in the court record. Okay. Let me examine that. Does it say that it's taped now? A break in the shaft has been mended with duct tape. Let me check the photo. Can you guys see duct tape on that photo? I don't see it, but he might be holding. Okay. Let's press on. Apparently he sprained his ankle pretty bad.
Okay.
Hold it.
Was Mr. Power's ankle badly sprained?
Not so bad that he couldn't walk around. He went to his dressing room to rest up after lunch.
Thus the nap.
Anyway, I saw him dragging his foot when he walked.
Dragging his foot. Okay.
I think we've had enough. Haven't we, Your Honor?
Well, there's one thing that bothers me.
Which is...
Where is the steel samurai costume now?
Actually, well, we couldn't find it. We're looking, though. Anyway, that's not important. The witness did see the steel samurai, yes. And it is clear that the person in the steel samurai suit was Mr. Will Powers.
I suppose that's right. Are you sure you're sure, Honor? Object! Hold it right there. We keep talking possibilities, but we have to agree that the photo shows the steel samurai. Nowhere in this photo can we see Mr. Will Powers. The defense has a point. I also wonder if anyone else, not caught on camera, could have killed Mr. Hammer. We have to consider that possibility also.
Then allow me to remove that doubt from your mind, Your Honor. Will the witness continue her testimony, please?
No need to ask twice. The time of poor Hammer's death was at 2:30 p.m. True. The only person I saw go to the studio before then was Will Powers. No one else went there. If they had, I would have seen them.
So if no one else went to the studio, then it would have to be this steel samurai who did it. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Ooh, I think I know this one.
Ooh.
My hammer stuff was 2:30 p.m. The only person who can go see it before then was Will Powers.
She's really on that.
No one else went there. If they had, I would have seen them. Okay.
I'm just waiting for this line.
I'm not saying it.
You're gonna say it.
Yeah.
Okay,
If I'm
fine.
gonna,
Give me 1 second then.
If
I had to
Sakura
say
had to kiss it where it hurt, you can say this.
Yep.
Old Windbag sure has balls, or, well, you know what I mean.
Old windbags have a way of skipping over important details after all. Or for that matter, entirely forgetting them.
How convenient.
Something for you to look forward to, perhaps. Okay.
I think we have to present something at the last thing she says.
What is the last one? Oops. My bad. There's 4, right?
Yeah, if they had, I would have seen them. I think maybe you need to present the photo.
Again?
the other one.
The other photo.
I think I think you need to present Power's photo, because, read the big thing at the bottom.
That's
Oh, yeah.
right.
Photo number 2, she would have seen someone else.
Present it.
Since that's number 2. Oops, don't check it. My bad. Present! Objection! Hold on. Look at this photograph one more time. This photo was taken by the camera at the gate for the studios, correct?
Yes, sirree, Sonny.
So whenever anyone passes by here, it automatically takes a picture?
And here, I thought you didn't know your head from the hole in the ground.
Shots fired.
Alright. Anyway, it's also true that the computer in the guard station records all security cam data.
Oh, you know, if you wanted to work at the studio, we might have an opening.
He can be talked smack by old people.
Don't worry. I'm gonna shut her down. That very computer printed out this photo. Note that on the back of the photo are printed the words October 15th, 2 p.m. photo number 2.
Even I know it means it was taken at 2 p.m. on October the 15th. Really, Sonny?
Actually, I knew that too. The issue here is the bit at the end where it says photo number 2.
Photo number 2?
The computer only held data for one photo on that day. Don't you think that's odd? Shouldn't this photo be photo number 1 if that really was the only photo? Order, order. Please tell the court that you mean what you mean by this, Mr. Wright. Actually, that's what I want to ask the witness. This evidence shows that not 1 but 2 people went to the studio that day. Yet there's only data for one of the photos. Who could have erased the data for the other photo? Only someone with access, the security lady herself.
Eh? You watch your mouth, whippersnapper. The only person I saw that day was Will Powers.
But the camera on the gate fired twice. That means 2 people went by.
Well, yes, that's what it would seem to mean.
Can the witness explain this to the court?
I don't understand these newfangled computer things. Edgy boy, help!
I love that.
Believe me, I want to, but I don't know what this means either.
Oh my god, edgy boy.
Some help you are. You're a whippersnapper, too. Whippersnapper.
Something the matter, Miss Oldbag?
Ah, that's right. I just remembered something.
Let me guess. Someone else passed by the gate. Someone other than the Steel Samurai?
Judge, you're psychic.
Oh!
Well, yes, I suppose you could put it that way.
I see.
That poor judge.
Your testimony, please.
Where she could get one decent witness.
Just one case. Just one case.
Every day after I finish my guard duties, I have one other important job to do. Ugh.
You liar.
I go through the photos recorded on the security computer and check them. I throw out any photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see. Come to think of it now, I remember throwing out one photo that day.
So what is it?
But Ms. Oldbag, this is the first I've heard of this.
Well, of course, Sonny, I've only just remembered it.
Right. Anyway, Mr. Wright, please begin the cross-examination.
Well, I say this would have turned pretty unexpected, but I kind of expected this.
She really is psychic.
Look at Maya's face. She's so done with this.
So this is how the judge lost his hair.
Oh my gosh. All of these cases.
It just traveled south for the winter.
I say cases like Miss April made no bag make him lose his cool.
I think cases with Edgeworth and Phoenix make him want to go away.
He wants to retire early.
Anyway, I think we should press on, come to think of it.
Let's press on it.
Yeah.
Hold it! Well, who in the heck was in that photo you erased?
A fanboy. Oh no.
Fanboy?
Still samurai fanboys. Real freaks if you ask me. They get information about rehearsals from gosh knows where. They're always hanging about. One was there that day.
Objection! Wait a second. Didn't you just say no one else could get in? I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Those were your words.
Well, if you must know, there's a drain that goes into the employee area.
Uh-huh.
The grate has been loosened for a while. It leads outside, and well, that's where they come in.
They come in through the drain?
I told you they were freaks. Oh, and
And?
they're kids, children,
I got
whippersnappers.
I got this. Kids?
Ouch.
So, on the photo that you erased?
It was a boy, probably 2nd or 3rd grade.
What? I got this. Order. Let me get this straight. You saw 2 people pass by the gate on their way to the studios that day. One was a steel samurai dragging his leg. The other was a boy who looked to be in about 2nd or 3rd grade.
Oh yes, well, we see his type there every day. Can't stop him, can't catch him.
It's 'cause you're old.
A boy in 2nd or 3rd grade. I assume it would be hard, if not impossible, for a young boy to wield the samurai spear.
Impossible, I think. It's quite heavy.
Right, as I said, I didn't pay him much mind. That's why I raised the data.
Nick, what's going on? I mean, the boy was there. That makes him a suspect.
Yeah, and they're really already trying to unsuspect him. I'd like to take a 5-minute recess. I want the defense and the prosecution to consider this new information. And no forgetting vital information this time. Miss
Judge is
Oldbag.
not pleased.
Hey, give me a minute with Edgy.
Oh, God.
Edgy boy!
You want me to do this one?
October 18th, 11:08 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 3. Yeah, sure. Mr. WP?
Yes?
Tell me straight. Were you really in your dressing room? You didn't go to the studio?
I did go to the studio. I was sleeping. Honest.
So, who was the Steel Samurai in that security photo?
How should I know? The Steel Samurai costume was off in the corner of the dressing room. Anyone could have walked in and taken it, really.
What? You should take better care of that stuff.
I couldn't imagine anyone would want to steal a Steel Samurai costume. So, where does this leave me?
It doesn't look good. You're the only likely suspect right now.
Nick? What are we gonna do?
First, we play for more time. We'll start targeting someone else that could conceivably have done this.
Right. And it'll take them so long to shoot us down that we can get another day.
Right, but if we
That's
pick the wrong
strange.
person, we might lose on the spot.
You don't sound very optimistic.
I'm not optimistic at all, actually.
Hey Nick, it's time.
Okay, let's go.
What does that mean? Please don't sigh like that.
I feel terrible.
The court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. Mr. Edgeworth, will you present your prosecution's thoughts on this matter?
The prosecution's thoughts are simple. Nothing has changed. The other person who went to the studios was a boy of roughly 10 years of age. The photo we do have may not be hard evidence, but there is still no one else who can have committed this crime. I call for a verdict of guilty for the defendant, Mr. Will Powers.
Very well. Mr. Wright, your thoughts? The defense disagrees with the prosecution's claim. There is another person who could have committed the crime. Order. Interesting. Let us hear who you have in mind. However, be aware that this court does not look kindly on accusing the innocent. If you accuse someone who is obviously innocent, you will be penalized. Right. Great. As if the stakes weren't high enough. So, who was this person other than Mr. Powers that could have committed the murder?
The security lady.
These are all awesome choices.
The assistant girl, the security lady,
I'd say the security lady is quote-unquote the right answer.
Yeah.
Yeah, she'll end up talking a lot.
Yeah.
oh gosh. Blah, 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 blah.
Wah, 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 wah,
Security
wah, wah.
lady. It was the security lady, Wendy Oldbag.
Who?
The Steel Samurai is dragging his leg in this picture. That means whoever was in the suit knew about this morning's injury. Maybe because they had been watching the action scene run through. There was only one person other than Powers and Hammer who knew about the injury. The security lady Oldbag.
What? Whippersnapper?
Whippersnappers. Order. Is this true, Oldbag?
Oldbag, that's Miss Oldbag to you.
Miss Oldbag was standing guard alone at the main gate. She was by herself. In other words, she has no alibi. She could have briefly left the post to steal the Steel Samurai costume, then slipped into Studio 1, the scene of the murder. Why would she go through the trouble of wearing the Steel Samurai costume? Simple, Your Honor. She knew the camera at the gate would take her picture. If she was in his costume, she could point the finger at Mr. Powers. I see. Excellent deductive reasoning, Mr. Wright. Oh yeah, right here. Sherlock Holmes II, baby. Huh? That's odd. Isn't this the part where Edgeworth pounces? Doesn't he usually jump up with an objection and some new damning evidence?
He doesn't like me very much.
Well, Mr. Edgeworth, does the prosecution have an opinion on this matter?
The prosecution has no meaningful objections at this time.
Betrayed.
Ooh.
What? What's that supposed to mean? So, you all